Hey guys, HW. I've decided to come down to King's Cross today. Not to film King's Cross, but I'm actually going to film all the cafes and restaurants along Victoria Street because I'm on my way to Five Ways at Paddington. I had a request a few weeks back to do a bit more around Paddington, so I'm going to get down to Five Ways and film some action around there. So come get around it with me. Look back towards the city there, down William Street. I've rushed down here in my lunch hour because there's more rain coming for Sydney starting tomorrow. So I thought I'd get out and film in the sunshine while I can. And I've been wanting to get down to Paddington for a while now, so why not do it today? So again, this is Victoria Street. And we're going to take Victoria Street down to St Vincent's Hospital. And then we're going to turn down the back streets and head to Five Ways at Paddington. I hope to God my microphone doesn't stuff up while I'm doing this. Sorry about tilting my bag down then. Tilting the camera down. My bag started falling off my back, so I thought I'd put both straps on. Also got my phone in my back pocket, which is making my pants fall down. So I may stop and adjust a few times as I walk along. I was looking forward to seeing this giant, Unis. Haven't been down here for years. I used to have a mate that lived up in one of the units overlooking the cross. He used to come down here often with his mates to have chicken schnitzels. Those two guys back there were having veal schnitzels. So there's restaurants and cafes both sides of Victoria Street. Just while I've been walking along here, I've seen half a dozen Thai restaurants. There's a Green Park Hotel. Never been in there. Someone put down in the comments what that hotel's like. I wouldn't have a clue. There's Fortuna over there. It's quite windy today. You can definitely feel the weather starting to change in Sydney. It's really getting into autumn now. There's St Vincent's Hospital directly in front of us. So I might get ready to switch off the camera here and restart it as I get closer to Five Ways at Paddington. Or maybe first I'll just leave it on for a little bit as we cross over this bridge. So a lot of people will recognise this little traffic bridge on Burton Street. I'm pretty sure along here, along this street here, this used to be where the entrance to St Vincent's Emergency was, but not anymore. They've moved it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure down there where those glass doors are was the entrance to emergency, or the emergency department. So I haven't been to St Vincent's for a while, so I can't tell you exactly where it is now. But this is the little traffic bridge across Burton Street. Underneath it you've got some streets around Paddington and Darlinghurst, all full of beautiful Victorian terraces. Now from this bridge you're only going to be able to see the rooftops of those terraces, but as we get closer into Paddington I'll show you a few more terraces. Even through this cage here you can see the back of some of these Victorian terraces. So I'll switch off here at Burton Street, and when we get up to Glenmore Rd, I'll switch the camera back on and film the action up there as we approach Five Ways at Paddington. Alright, I've made it up onto Glenmore Rd, and I thought I'd film these lovely terraces just at the start. Well, it's not the start of Glenmore Rd, but it's the start of where I'm going to start filming anyway. A lovely tree-lined street, and the old Victorian Terraces there, all joined together of course, but all painted in their own, how do you say it, like a plain livery or livery, all painted in different colours. They keep checking the microphone signal to make sure it's working. dead set I'll throw this camera on the ground if it screws with my audio again, because it absolutely ruins the whole thing. I've got to buy myself a new microphone, I think. This, even though this Joby Wavo mobile mic has been okay, up until the last couple of weeks where it started to struggle a bit. I think it's time to get a mic that's actually powered, like a powered mic with its own battery rather than sucking juice out of the GoPro. So I'm pretty sure that's the problem. Look at this laneway up here. I've never seen that before. That's a pretty long laneway. It's got to be at least 100 metres up there. Don't fancy running it. I don't know what the laneway's called. There's no sign there. Look at these lovely terraces here. These white ones with the black corrugated iron are beautiful. This is a pretty busy road, Glenmore Road. It does have the bus that comes up here that heads, I think it starts in Bondi, heads through Bondi Junction, comes through Five Ways at Paddington here, and then heads into the city from there. I think it goes all the way down Circular Quay if I'm not mistaken. Wow, this terrace here is unbelievable. Look at this. Number 191 Glenmore Road. Beautiful. Another group of terrace houses there, and there's some on this side of the road as well, which I can't film both of them at the same time. So those ones there, and then these ones over this side of the. And as we hit these ones basically start to become shops. This is a wedding dress boutique. It's a travel agent. I think there even used to be a tab agent along here. For those of you overseas, the tabs are totalizer company here in Australia for gambling. So there used to be a shop here, but it's gone. I'm going to cross over the road here so that we can pick up some of the important sites from this side of the road. This grocery store here has always been here. It hasn't always been a Woolworths. Before it was an independent. It's another delightful little cafe on the corner there. I think this one here used to be a cafe as well, but it's closed down. Now there's the famous Royal at Paddington over there on the corner, the Royal Hotel, established 1888. So this is Five Ways, guys, and the reason why it's called Five Ways is this little roundabout here, and there's 5 ways to go. You can go down Glenmore Road here, you can head up those 2 streets up there, you can head down Glenmore Road there, or you can head down this street, which I think is Good Hope Street. And I'll cross over here. St George's Church on the corner there. Now where this shop is here with the cows on it, I can't remember whether it's this one or this one next door called Mr. T's. There actually used to be a really famous bread shop or bakery here, where all the restaurants around Sydney used to come to get their bread, and it was, you know, all the fancy stuff, like all the different sourdough breads were baked in there. But either they've moved or they've shut down during COVID. Well, they were a pretty established business, so I'd expect they've probably moved. They've probably moved to, you know, being a dark kitchen or something. Because there's no way they'd go out of business. I have a look at it on the net. I think it might have been, I might be wrong, I think it might have been like called Somers or something like that, but I have no idea. If you head further down Glenmore Street there into Paddington, you start to get into areas that have like art galleries, plenty of art galleries around. Home of the bottomless brunch and lunch. That sounds alright. I don't know how much that is. A cheeky cafe on the corner, Cafe Five Ways. There's a Royal Hotel in there. Little bottle shop in there. I don't know about you guys, but I used to come down to the Royal Hotel at Paddington after a big day out at the races, down at Randwick Races, and then we used to all jump in the taxi, or a taxi cab, what we used to call the Harry McNab, and head our way over here, have some dinner up at the restaurant up the top, and get into the booze for the rest of the night. And you never have to travel far in Paddington to come across some more terraces. Here's another street of terraces, which are absolutely stunning. All the way up there on both sides of the road. This one here. So if you've never been to Paddington before, it's just street after street after street of Victorian Terraces. I'm pretty sure if you counted the terraces just in Paddington or Darlinghurst. Now, what I was saying before my camera shit itself was that if you counted up all the terrace houses in Darlinghurst, Paddington, Redfern, I reckon Sydney would rival any city in the world for sheer number of Victorian terrace homes. Now I don't know what the numbers are in places like London and Paris, but you know, we've certainly got a lot of terrace houses here. You don't always see represented in any footage of Australia that you see overseas. Here's another row of terrace houses here. I've come back down onto Glenmore Rd here, by the way. See that my camera cropped out. I'm really panicking that my microphone's screwing up at the moment, so I might just stop it here and check it. So I was right to stop and check the camera there, because it did shit itself and the sound was gone. I'm down at Trumper Oval. which is just off Glenmore Rd. You can see the Glenmore Rd sign over there. I'm actually not far from White City. I'm going to go past and see what remains of White City in a minute. But that tower you can see in the apartment tower, you can see in the distance there. And over those trees, another apartment building. That's Edgecliff. So that's how close we are to Edgecliff here on the back of Glenmore Rd in Paddington. If you ever come down to this oval, you'll mostly see either cricket or AFL being played on this oval. I actually have a mate that lives just off Glenmore Rd at the back of White City. He'll be filthy if he sees this film that I didn't ring him to have a nectar. But I'm a bit time poor today, so he's going to have to miss out. It's pretty hard to see through these trees, but I'm actually on the back of White City at the moment. And you can sort of see the stadium in the background there. Now White City, they pretty much used to play the Sydney Open here, down at this complex back in the day. But now of course it gets played out at Homebush, out of the Olympic Stadium, I believe. But there's a few people still playing on practice courts down there, you can see. But a lot of it's overgrown. This used to be an entrance into the complex here. I'm just trying to remember the last time I saw some professional players play here. I think the last time there was a Sydney Open, and I think I remember a female player by the name of Martina Hingis played down here, but that was a long time ago. Oh, here's the sign for White City here. So now it's just basically a local tennis centre now. Oh look, if you can see, I don't know whether you can see through the trees there, but you can see the old stadium, or the seats of the old stadium where, pretty much the centre court where they used to play the tournaments. Can you see that? Can't zoom in on the GoPro. If you follow this road around, you can eventually make your way to Rushcutters Bay. But you can imagine back in the day, you can imagine tennis players being driven down this back street here and entering the tennis complex to get ready for their match. But they were the ye old days, and they're gone. Apart from some local comps, I don't think they'd play anything too big down at this centre anymore. But I might be wrong. I don't know, you'll have to check. Just looking to see if there's any other spots that I can see through. They've pretty much got it all boarded up and covered. Even these areas here. Oh, if I get down low, you can see through that crack. You can see some courts down there. But yeah, definitely seen better days. Look at that lovely little terrace on the corner over there. So I might end here, start up the camera again in a minute up on the road. This will give you an idea of how close Paddington is to the city. If I just quickly turn down this street here, or this laneway, and you can see Centrepoint Tower in the background there. So that's how close Paddington is to the city. It's a delight for the people that live around here. They don't have far to go anywhere. From here in Paddington, you can walk to the stadiums to watch the sport. You can go to all the hotels and cafes along Oxford Street Five Ways, Victoria Street as we were walking past before. So it's a pretty handy location, that's for sure. I was going to try to rush home and get in front of my laptop again because I've got a conference call at 2:30, but I've decided I'm going to stay around here, probably get a nectar maybe, and then I'm going to head down back down to Trumper Oval and conduct my phone call from there, and then maybe I'll do a little bit of filming on my way back to the railway station and then head home and jump on my laptop again then. So stick around, I'll see you again soon. So I'm back, I'm finished my phone call in Trumper Oval and started to make my way to the border of Paddington and Rushcutters Bay, and might see if I can link up with Bayswater Road in the cross and end the video there. This road along here has got all of the car dealers in it, and a few car mechanics as well. Mercedes dealer over here, and I think next to it's a BMW. I was hoping to be finished my phone call by now, and certainly not heading back home so late, but there's the brakes. It's starting to get later in the afternoon now. Alright, I've made it into Bayswater Road, so I might just film this part of Bayswater Road as I head back to the station. Try to do it off the sun. I have no idea whether my microphone's working. This is Bayswater Road in the cross. late on a Sydney weekday afternoon. So yeah, I hope you like the little tour today. Ending in King's Cross. So like, comment, subscribe. And I think I might end the video here. So as always, watching your 4K and change the settings so that you can get 4K on your laptop, your screen, your TV, your computer, whatever it is, or your phone. So it's goodbye from King's Cross and HW. Have a good evening. The video is over.